Adventures in Odyssey. I'm here today. We're at the remains of a ghost town of Miller. Miller was built originally for the railroad. The railroad coming out of Tonopah deemed property in Tonopah was too expensive. So they originally built the roundhouse and maintenance and servicing yard and freight yard here at Miller. Land was cheaper. Then the mines moved in here to do processing because it was easy loading into the train cars. And of course the roadside rest was built years later on Highway 95. But this town has two cemeteries. We were just at the other one. Now I'm coming to this one. You know, cemeteries always fascinate me, these old ones, because you got to think about this. People are buried here. Family plots. And on some of these cemeteries, they still open for burial. Okay, it's getting really hard. It's granite cut and chiseled. J. Coleman, and died in 1925. So we know in 1925 this town was still active. Got a post there, and it could be another grave there. Got a cross there. Oh boy. Katherine Harcourt Age 4. 4 years, 5 months old. Yep. You know, you're going to cross a lot of these at these old cemeteries. Just like out along the Union Pacific Railroad, out between Afton Canyon and Zizek, there's a grave of a child there. That died. It was a wife and husband that lived at a section gang house for the railroad, traffic house, and she'd passed away and she's buried there. And she has a very well taken care of grave by the railroad personnel. Of course, we got more graves here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and unknown if any more are in there. 8. One behind me is 8. Got a definite storm brewing. We have thought about, myself and Whitney, of designing a sturdy and cheap headstone marker made out of probably metal. And in county history records, I can find the names of a lot of these people on these graves. And we had talked about starting a program, get some funding, and we'd have to get permission from Bureau of Land Management, bureaucracy and red tape. But we talked about doing that and coming out here and marking these graves. Leave everything original, and there's just add ours in the background at the very tip of it. Alright, I want to thank everybody for watching. green glass and purple glass. And a cross with no name. Can you imagine life out here in the 20s? In the 20s, if you were lucky, your doctor may have had a car. But he'd be 20 some odd miles away in Tonopah from here. And that would have been in the 20s by a dirt road. So seeing the doctor would have been hard. Lots of kids got sick. You know, these old people that was running these mines and stuff, they didn't have a big house. They had a very small house. They had 1 or 2 rooms. Cold. You know, we get 3-4 feet of snow in the wintertime out here. So life could be very hard. Your child gets sick and you can't get to a doctor, you can't make it to a doctor, doctor can't make it to you. And it kind of puts an end to life. So thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe. If anybody knows of anybody that's buried out here, I'd really appreciate an email. Thank you. Have a blessed day.